Hello, everyone, and a massive, warm welcome to today's video. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here. Before we embark on our virtual journey, I want to take a genuine moment to send my very best wishes to you and your family. Wherever you are watching from, I truly hope you are in great health, feeling positive, and taking good care of yourself. Now, let's pack our imaginary bags and set off to explore a country that has captured the hearts of the world like no other. For decades, one nation has consistently held the title of the most visited country on Earth. It's a place that seems to be on everyone's bucket list, a dream destination that promises romance, art, history, and culinary delights. That country is France. Every single year, it welcomes a staggering number of visitors, consistently hovering around 90 million people. To put that into perspective, that's more than the entire population of many large countries all coming to visit one place in a single year. It's a number that is almost impossible to comprehend. This isn't a recent trend or a flash in the pan. It's a long-standing fact that speaks to the powerful, magnetic appeal of this nation. But what is it about France that draws people in from every corner of the globe? The answer is not one simple thing. It isn't just because of the Eiffel Tower or the delicious food, though those are certainly part of it. The magic of France lies in a breathtakingly powerful combination of factors. It is the result of a deep and rich history that has left its mark on every city and village, a culture that celebrates the good life, an incredibly diverse and beautiful landscape that changes from region to region, and a proud dedication to art, beauty, and craftsmanship in everything from painting to pastry. France offers not just a trip, but an experience. It's a feeling. It's the aroma of fresh coffee and baking bread in a morning market, the sound of accordion music on a quaint street, the awe of standing before a masterpiece in a world-class museum, and the simple joy of people watching from a sidewalk cafe. It is a country that has mastered the art of living, and millions of people each year want to come and taste a little piece of that life for themselves. One of the most fundamental reasons for France's immense popularity is its almost unimaginable diversity. Think about it. Where else can you go from the chilly, dramatic coastlines of Normandy, where history whispers from the D-Day landing beaches, to the sun-drenched, lavender-filled fields of Provence that look like a painting come to life? You can ski down world-class slopes in the majestic French Alps in the morning and then, after a short flight or train ride, be wine tasting in a vineyard in Bordeaux or strolling along the glamorous beaches of the French Riviera by the next afternoon. You can explore the fairy tale-like castles of the Loire Valley, wander through the picturesque canals of Strasbourg, which looks like it's straight out of a storybook, and then find yourself in the rugged, wild beauty of Corsica. This incredible variety means that France doesn't have just one type of vacation to offer, it has dozens. A history buff, an adventure seeker, a foodie, an art lover, and a family with young children can all have the trip of a lifetime here, but their experiences will be completely different from one another. This geographic diversity is matched by its cultural diversity. Each region has fiercely protected its own unique identity, traditions, and even dialects over the centuries. Visiting the Brittany region, with its Celtic roots and dramatic coastline, feels completely different from visiting the Basque country in the southwest, with its unique language and vibrant red and green architecture. This means that traveling through France is like visiting many small countries within one, each with its own personality, its own culinary specialties, and its own charm. This richness ensures that visitors can return again and always discover something new, something they hadn't seen or tasted before. It creates a sense of endless discovery that keeps people coming back. Of course, at the heart of this experience for many visitors is Paris, the legendary City of Light. Paris is more than just a capital city, it is a global icon. For many, a trip to France is synonymous with a trip to Paris. The city is home to some of the most recognizable and beloved monuments on the planet. The Eiffel Tower is not just a piece of iron, it is a symbol of romance and engineering marvel that people dream of seeing their whole lives. The Arc de Triomphe standing proudly at the end of the famous Champs-Élysées Avenue, the magnificent Cathedral of Notre Dame, currently undergoing a meticulous restoration after the tragic fire. and the beautiful Basilica of Sacré-Cœur perched on top of the Montmartre Hill. These are not just tourist attractions. They're the backdrop to millions of personal memories, proposals, and life moments. But beyond the monuments, Paris is a world-class center for art. The Louvre Museum is the most visited museum on Earth, and rightfully so. It is a palace of art that houses an almost overwhelming collection of treasures, from the mysterious smile of the Mona Lisa to the majestic beauty of the ancient Greek statue, the Venus de Milo. The Musée d'Orsay, housed in a stunning former railway station, holds the world's finest collection of impressionist art, allowing you to stand inches away from works by Monet, Manet, Renoir, and Van Gogh. Simply walking through the streets of Paris is an aesthetic experience. The wide boulevards, the charming cobblestone lanes, the elegant bridges crossing the Seine River, and the beautiful house Manera architecture all contribute to a feeling of being in a living, breathing work of art. The Parisian café culture is an institution in itself. Sitting at a small table, watching the world go by with a coffee or a glass of wine, is a quintessential part of the Paris experience, a lesson in slowing down and appreciating the moment. But to think France is only Paris would be a tremendous mistake. The true soul of France, many would argue, lies in its provinces, in its charming small towns and villages. The French government has a special classification for the most beautiful villages in France, called Les Plus Beaux Villages de France, and these places are like stepping into a postcard. Places like Ise, a medieval village perched on a cliff overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, or Riquire, a storybook town in the Alsace region that looks unchanged since the 16th century, or Gordes, a stunning hilltop village in the Luberon region of Provence. These villages offer a glimpse into a slower, more authentic pace of life. They're surrounded by some of the most productive and beautiful countryside in Europe. This brings us to another colossal draw for France, its food and wine. French cuisine is so revered that it has been inscribed on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. This isn't just about fancy Michelin-starred restaurants, though France has plenty of those. It is about a deep-seated food culture that values quality, freshness, and seasonality. It starts with the morning ritual of visiting a local bakery for a freshly baked, crusty baguette or a flaky, buttery croissant. It continues in the local outdoor markets, where vendors sell vibrant fruits and vegetables, dozens of varieties of cheese, olives, sausages, and freshly caught fish. Each region has its own iconic dishes. In the north, you might find a rich carbonade flamanda, a beef stew made with beer. In the south, it's all about ratatouille, a flavorful vegetable stew, and bouillabaisse, a luxurious fish soup from Marseille. In the east, choucroute garni, which is sauerkraut with sausages and other meats, reflects the Germanic influence. And of course, there is the wine. France is home to some of the most famous wine regions in the world. Bordeaux, Burgundy, Champagne, the Rhône Valley, and Alsace, to name just a few. A visit to a vineyard, a tour of the cellars, and a tasting session with a winemaker is a pilgrimage for wine lovers. The French meal is a social event, a time to connect with family and friends, to talk, to debate, and to enjoy life. This philosophy, known as joie de vivre or the joy of living, is infectious to visitors. It's a reminder to savor good food, good drink, and good company. The historical tapestry of France is another powerful magnet. The land is literally layered with history, from prehistoric cave paintings in Lascaux to Roman amphitheaters like the incredibly well-preserved one in Nîmes. You can walk through medieval fortified cities like Carcassonne, which looks like a giant movie set with its massive stone walls and towers. You can be humbled by the sheer scale and grandeur of palaces like Versailles, which was built to showcase the absolute power of the Sun King, Louis XIV. Everywhere you turn, there is a castle, a church, a battlefield, or a monument that tells a story. This deep history is preserved and presented beautifully, making it accessible and fascinating for everyone. Furthermore, France is incredibly easy to navigate for tourists. It boasts one of the most efficient and extensive public transportation systems in the world. The TGV, or Train à Grande Vitesse, is a network of high-speed trains that can whisk you from Paris to the south of France in just a few hours, making it simple to see multiple regions in one trip. The infrastructure is built to handle tourism, with a wide range of accommodations, from charming bed and breakfasts in the countryside to luxurious palace hotels in the cities. There is something for every budget. The French government and tourism boards also do an excellent job of promoting the country's assets, hosting major events that draw international crowds, such as the Cannes Film Festival, the Tour de France cycling race, and various fashion weeks. All of these elements combine to create a perfect storm of appeal. It is a country that promises beauty, culture, history, gastronomy, and romance, and it consistently delivers on that promise. It makes people feel like they are part of something elegant, something artistic, and something profoundly human. It's not just a place to see, it's a place to feel. And that feeling is why, year after year, France remains the most visited country in the world, a timeless destination that continues to enchant and inspire millions of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next video.